Welcome back to the Hood Rat Trap. We are going to talk today about the gray market as a go between the clear market and the black market. Guys, the gray market is simply put where the registration becomes a bit wonky. For instance, when you are about to counterfeit shoes, you buy the shoes and everything is all good, they're registered, you've got receipts and everything, excuse me. But the moment that you decide that you're about to put branding on the shoes, that's different. Then it becomes black market after you sell it. It's easier to understand with firearms. Firearms, you buy them, they've got papers that say this firearm is sold to this party for this purpose. Um, Here's the serial numbers and stuff. Somebody goes, buys this, fraudulently makes those receipts that state the purpose, the parties, and then the firearms are still transferred but to fraudulent person. Things like that using fraud. So the gray market is where elements of the clear market interact with elements of the black market in order to convert goods that like are highly specialized in order to make it so that mass manufacturing of quality goods goes into the black market. Because remember, black market guys also want quality goods. Think about this. I mean, although you think counterfeits not quality and stuff, but firearms, for instance, if let's say I'm gonna wage a war against my neighbor, I'm buying black market firearms. Do I want my firearm to jam while I'm discharging it? No, I don't want it to jam. What about you? If somebody comes and you are the one who's trying to purchase these firearms to fight a war, do you want your firearms to jam as you discharge them? Do you want to buy grenades that have ADADs? Do you want to purchase rocket launchers that do not explode on impact? Or do you want to even purchase rocket launchers that explode as you launch them? Do you want to purchase bulletproof vests that are not resistant to 9 millimeter ammunition, even if it's bare minimum? Do you want to purchase? Do you want your people to go into war to take over that region that you want without the right equipment? No. So what they're trying to do is to spend the money in a way where we get the best, so they can compete with the best, because it's essential to have the best gear, because the guys you're fighting against, they get the best gear. Things like that. So that's where the gray market would come into play. I suggest you stay away from the gray market, and as an employer, you try to employ try to work within the clear market. There are many businesses that are in the black market. I probably will talk about businesses that are in the black market and how they work and how they make money and how their money laundering schemes succeed against defeating the ends of justice and stuff. But I will also say that, hey, dude, don't do that. Be a clear market guy. For instance, black market sometimes laces drugs and kills people who are just trying to buy innocent, normal marijuana, where they could just buy it from the clear market, but because of costs and stuff. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's really bad. Black market is really, really horrible. It really is. I'm not saying that it didn't help the struggle succeed. With the liberation, they needed to purchase these firearms and bombs in order to overthrow the governments that they were fighting against in order for Africans to be free. But you must hear what I just said, to overthrow governments. Do you see? So, in a time where there's no real reason, we are in peace, why are you trying to overthrow a government? Leave the black market. In most instances, you can get firearms legally, lawfully, and even participate in sports. If you want to work with destructive devices like bombs and stuff, there's a military. You can join military. You can, get permits for mining. You can play with dynamite. Well, it's not really playing with dynamite because it's dangerous. You don't play with dangerous things. But you know what I mean by play. You can use it recreationally as well. New Year's Eve, you get to throw up some explosives into the air. Come on, guys. Clear market is really great. There's some opportunity, and you are the opportunity as you watch this video. Open up a business, go and register your company, get your tax clearance and all that stuff, and start. But before you do all of that, come up with what you're going to do. You're learning all this information so you can build an idea of what you are trying to make your business for. When you come up with a great business idea, understand how your business work is and how the market interacts with your business. Because when you open your business, it's not going to be opened in a vacuum. So you're going to have all these market elements that will interact with it. Hence, it can even make profit because of market elements. Does that make sense? So that's it for the clear market. Stay out of the hood rat trap. Open a business and help somebody else get out of the hood rat trap. And if you want to make millions, definitely opening a company is the best way, because there is a cap to what simple education can get you paid. When the highest paying guys are CEOs of large listed companies, but how many of those positions do exist, and what are you competing with? Who do you know? Where did you school? You see what I mean? So, but in general, opening your small company and trying to grow it to that level, and maybe one day listing it, preferably on the JSE, is a great idea. Till next time, stay out of the hood rat trap.